So Spider-Man is the halfway point of MCU. So Jesus Christ. So Spider-Man No Way Home. Right? Yeah, No Way Home. December 17th, 2021. So it finished off the year last year. One of the most profitable MCU movies, I think it was. So
movies, period.
Yeah, it really was. So the trilogy, I guess, the third movie of his solo movies. So it kind of ended up that storyline of Spider-Man with his three movies. So Zach, were you giving Spider-Man No Way Home?
Between an A.
What was that?
I didn't hear what you said. What?
Floating between an A and a B.
Oh wow!
Okay.
I'm gonna give it an A because all my issues with the movie, they give me all three Spider-Mans. Give me an amazing Green Goblin. Spider-Man beating Doctor Strange in his own realm. The Daredevil showing up and having a cool scene. And the thing is like, you see, I'm talking about like moments. Like that's one problem is like the story is so weak and scattered, and it seemed like two different films smashed into one. The first half feels like an MCU movie that's not like a mediocre one, and then the second half feels like a Sony Spider-Man movie, and it's fantastic. And that's what brings down the overall movie for me a lot of the times. This should have been an S tier movie. This should have been a little bit more exciting in terms of how Andrew and Toby was brought into the MCU. Freaking Ned, who's one of the worst Spider-Man characters ever, having magical powers all of a sudden and bringing them in his grandma's house was some of the laziest shit I've ever seen. Lizard was useless. Sandman was useless. Jamie Foxx was a plot hole. Yeah, it was just it was just a lot of story issues with the movie where I feel like they could have just done much better in terms of the story, but they gave me so many moments that I went crazy in the movie theater that I can't give it a low grade, because sometimes it's just like how a movie makes you feel, and the movie made me feel good despite me. After I think about it, I'm like, that was stupid. That could have been a little bit more exciting, but overall, I'm like, I like this.
Yeah. Okay. Brandon?
I'll leave it at A. I'll give it a solid A. I was kind of swaying in between S and A, but I have to give it an A as well. I really, really liked the movie. I thought in terms of the fan service, I was very, very happy with that. I think it kind of banked a little too much on the fan service at times, though, and just being like, oh, here's a callback to that line. Oh, look at this character. Oh, look at that. So there were things in that regard to where, like, at times it got to be a little tedious to sit through. I agree with Zach about the character of Ned, him being magic all of a sudden, and plus I don't really much care for the character of Ned or his stupid haircut anyway. I didn't like that. I did like how these three movies were basically all one big setup to like classic Spider-Man, with him being on his own, in a crappy apartment, with a sewing machine. That was cool. I did like that.
Best suit ever.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
I said with the best suit ever.
Yeah, oh yeah, very, very awesome suit, right? I think some of the how it kind of I was simultaneously amused and annoyed that a lot of the bad things happened stemmed from Peter being a naive idiot and not thinking things through. And that's kind of where he ended up in the movie, just by botching Doctor Strange's spell, not listening to Doctor Strange, and just letting not just letting all the villains be sent back to their worlds, because that's how he lost his aunt. It was just it was good all around, but I don't think it was great enough for me to put it as an S in good conscience.
Okay. Brian?
So let me get this straight.
Oh boy.
You tell me Eternals are A,
yes,
and Spider-Man is an A.
Say
really?
What?
You said Eternals is an A and the Spider-Man is an A.
Yes.
Eternals is a better made movie than Spider-Man No Way Home.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have nothing else to say.
I didn't say more entertaining.
Oh my god!
I said it was a better made movie.
I say Spider-Man was the best movie of the entire phase, by far. Not even close. It was literally the best movie we had in Phase 4. Period. It tied in a lot of things. It gave enough fan service. It had enough of a story. I didn't care about the things that he did wrong because he's an idiot child, and it made sense him being an idiot child. Like it followed the character. It made sense still. And then it gave us opportunities to see things in the Spider-Verse that, I mean, honestly, Spider-Verse is one of my favorite things that we're going to talk about. It's the best of all the multiverse stuff. You know, like, so it's just, I give us an S, and I have no problem giving it an S.
Yeah. Into the Spider-Verse was a superior multiverse movie.
Into the Spider-Verse is
the best Spider-Man movie.
By far the best Spider-Man movie. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But we're not ranking that movie. Into the Spider-Verse was amazing. I was watching that yesterday. Yeah, I was watching that yesterday. Like I could watch that anytime. I have the comic books. I can't wait to see where they're going to go with this. But I have no problem giving this a S.
Yeah. Ooh, man. This one we're gonna be split again too, because I'm probably going S. But there were issues with the plot where Peter did things just to move the plot along. Yeah, you know, but it was just to move the plot along, and I was kind of like, okay, I guess, but it didn't ruin the movie for me. But the parts that were, it was the most comic booky. It was the most comic booky movie, I think, out of Phase 4, probably besides like Endgame, with like the insaneness of like a crisis kind of comic book level. But I don't know, it's just, you know, like you said, like Ned getting these powers all of a sudden because
that was stupid.
He's Asian and Wong's Asian. Like, okay, like there's legit why, you know, like legit why, because he brought up like something about like Wong, and then you know, he's
so weak.
He's like, that's my cousin, right? We cousins.
Yeah. You know, you know, but if you find out they're actually related, that might be a good payoff later on, you know. But
I understand the payoff. He's gonna become not Green Goblin. What's the other goblin?
Hobgoblin.
Because Hobgoblin has magical powers, and he's supposed to be Hobgoblin. I get it, but
yeah, I mean, it'll be a different version than we get from previous, because Hobgoblin, I believe, is the son of Green Goblin. I can't think of their names. The Osborns. Norman Osborn, and then wasn't he?
Harry's another Green Goblin. He's not.
Yeah,
he's
just
another.
Oh, he's another Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. Well, I know that's how the movie did it, but that's how I thought it was
a different character and stuff.
Okay, but you know, I mean, but yeah, for me, this is S tier. Yeah, your video stuck, Zach.
Yeah, Zach. Yeah. Sorry.
We can hear you fine, but your video is just stuck in one frame.
Everything
but
just like went off the screen and came back.
Oh yeah, that's.
Do I need to leave and come back?
Yeah. Here we'll do that in a second. Okay. Because we're in the halfway mark.
Yeah. You don't need to see me move around. That's fine.
We'll give it a second. All right. So I don't know. I'm putting an S tier. Brian put an S tier, A tier. You know, I mean,
even Horror Geek that has no idea. It's somewhere between A and S.
Yeah.
It's definitely somewhere between.
I just can't, with good conscience, put it in the same levels where you guys had Eternals. It just hurts me so much. it just doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it did have some weaker story issues to lead the story, but overall, I didn't mind stuff like that.
Andy comes up with the save right here.
Oh yeah, I saw it pop up. Wait till it pops up. So Andy's the deciding factor.
No Way Home.
S for Spider-Man.
There you go.
Whoever knew Parker or who knew Spider-Man?
Whoever knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Jamie Foxx said, "I thought Spider-Man was black."
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he was from a different universe.
Spider-Man
Andrew
probably
Garfield
is
was white. Andrew Garfield was white. That's Andrew Garfield's villain.
Yeah, but he didn't know Peter was. He never knew Peter was Spider-Man.
Exactly.
How did he come through the portal then?
Yeah.
It becomes a plot hole no matter where you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, couldn't you say that because Andrew Garfield said I did some bad things and he no longer was really the Spider-Man, or that he could been there could have been a second Spider-Man in that universe.
But Electro was already dead by the time he started doing all that.
Yeah.
Electro died in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Sure
I mean, you can pull them out from different times. But same thing with Sandman and Norman.
Lizard.
Yeah, they pulled them
and
from
Doc
the
Ock.
movies.
All three are different timelines.
They pulled them from before they died. So like
and some
from Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, and some of those guys didn't even die,
Yeah.
Wait,
True.
who didn't die?
Lizard lived, Sandman didn't die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So what was the point of this movie? Never mind. Continue with your S tier.
Yeah. I do think it was hilarious. So if they were plucked out of their times like right before they died, and presumably sent back right before they died, some of those guys kind of pretty much died anyway.
Yep.
Norman Osborn, technically Peter did get what he wanted because in curing him, he technically did kill the Green Goblin. And then he sent Norman back right before he got stabbed in the nuts, which makes that little O that he does right before the glider hits him in the original Raimi Spider-Man all the more hilarious.
Yeah.
Not that I'm even mad because Norman Osborn was a dick anyway. So
Yeah.
He's a great
Peter went through all that trouble for nothing.
It's true. Yeah.
Not even mad about the Goblin though.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just I think the action and all the cool comic booky parts of them coming together and getting these characters and actors that we all love, I think, is what
propels
it did very well with fan service. I agree.
That's yeah. This is the way to do fan service like perfectly. So, and I think people got blinded by that.
And then also when you look at Multiverse of Madness, when you look at that and compare it to it, you realize this is much better. You walk out of the movie theater, you're like, yeah, this is a good movie.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely putting Multiverse Madness lower.
Yeah. I don't know. You put Eternals at A, so I don't know. We'll see.
Eternals is a better made movie than Multiverse of Madness.
Eternals is not a better movie than Arthur Goes to New York.
What? That out of nowhere?
Go home.
Yeah. All right.